Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and I am back with Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2 Early Access. And guys, yes, the last several episodes that we were doing on this was either at Kiel Canal or the Christmas map that they had out temporarily, which, if I'm not mistaken, still is out. Yeah, I believe you can still go to the Christmas Zaliski Latisno map up until, I believe, tomorrow. I think the 8th is the final day for that. So before it's over and gone for good, you might want to check it out and see what you can get as far as free goodies. But one of the things I was curious about, now we've been at Kiel Canal for quite a while, and I thought, what could I catch now if I were to go back to Jackson County? Because honestly, I'm at level 18. I still need 4 more levels before I can go on to the next fishery. And I thought, well, why don't I come back in here, and I've got some pretty good heavy gear now. Can I catch anything bigger? The answer to that question is yes, you can, because some of my friends have come back and fished with me when I was first starting the game, and they were much more advanced. They had already either advanced to Kiel Canal or even further, and they were catching some pretty sizable rainbow trouts, pretty sizable, I believe, brown trout and cutthroat. I'm not sure exactly all the species here. I've forgotten since it's been a little while since I've been here. Let me go back here, go to the location, and it'll tell you exactly what species are present here. You see the Zaleski Letnisco still there. Jackson County. Now, Jackson County, you can find brown bullhead, sockeye salmon, rainbow trout, smallmouth bass, yellow perch, grass pickerel, redfin pickerel, bluegill, largemouth bass, and pumpkin seeds, so no cutthroat. I apologize for that. I thought you could find it, so it's sockeye salmon that you find here. You will not find any other trout or salmon species. You do have yellow perch and grass pickerel, but no northern pike. So most of the species are pretty small, but some of these get pretty big. Again, like the grass pickerel, redfin pickerel goes back and forth. Sockeye salmon, however, can come quite sizable. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here and see what we can get with this new gear. Now, one thing I do like about this is very picturesque. I love it. It looks like it has an old ghost town look about it. See Jackson County, looks like it has a sheriff's office. That's the jail. Yeah, I like the way it looks. Very rustic looking. But one of the spots that they were fishing at quite often was right over here, and I think, let me take a look at the map here. I'm not exactly sure. Well, I'm supposedly down here, apparently. So let's walk up here a little bit and see if it shows me where I am. They were fishing over on this side of things. I can't remember if they went all the way to the dock. Something looks different to me, guys. This looks bigger. No, this is bigger. I don't remember this at all. Yeah, this looks very, very different. They have done some things to this, I think. Where am I? I'm not even showing up on the map. Okay, where the heck am I? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's fish from here. See what we can get here. I've got no idea what's going to work for this, honestly, at this point. We got all kinds of things on here. I do know that this would work just fine. we've got some of the setups from previous, but we've also got this candy cane one. Might give that a try. I think this is the perfect size for this, honestly. And, you know, nothing might go for it too. You never know. There's a little bit of lag there we got going here. Haven't been here in a while, and guess it's got to catch up. Anyway, let's see what we can do about casting this, and if anything goes for it. Take a look underwater here. Nah, oh gosh, speed on this is way too much. Let's take the drag down to about, yeah, we're getting fish appearing, so usually that's a good sign. Let's take it down to 22%. Okay, that appears to be getting a green. I wanted to try this, and I tried it at the Christmas map, and nothing seemed to be interested in it at all. And I'm going to keep trying at different maps until something is. There's a sockeye salmon, and it seems to be flittering around a lot on the bottom there. And I'll be damned. Sockeye salmon. I'll be damned. A sockeye salmon goes for it. I would have never guessed in a million years. That's pretty cool. Sockeye salmon. They like the candy cane. Okay, let's get this guy in, because actually he's no slouch. Alright, let's see what he is. There he is. He's a 2-star. 2105. Nice little sockeye salmon. 6.24 pounds. Yeah, I don't remember this dock here, guys. Not in the least. I do not remember the dock. I am going to keep him. I like the fact that they go for that. That's kind of cool. I was wondering what I could use this for. So apparently trout species at least. Maybe salmon species too. We'll see. They're all in the same family. The Salmonoides. They're all in the Salmonoides family. And that is a broad family. Includes salmon and trout all over the world, in both fresh and salt water, some in between. Yeah, a lot of them migrate. A lot of them go to the ocean when they're adults, and then when they're of breeding age, they come back to fresh water to where they were born and fight their way there. After they're done breeding, they die. And I think Sockeye is one of them that does that. Yeah, I think they die after they're done breeding. They're done for. They get those bright colors so they can breed, entice the females. Aha, there we go. Oh, come on, man, really? He was going for it, and then he just gave up on it. Might have been too close to the surface. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we can do. Like I said, I've got bigger rods, but I don't think that's necessary. I think this one's at 14.20. I think anything in here we're probably going to be perfectly fine with using, so I like this Christmas rod. But I would like to try some of these Souscous. These have been real good for me also in Ultimate Fishing Simulator. My last episode I was catching trout with the Souscous there as well. Yeah, it is actually a spoon of a type. Looks a little bit like a fish, but it is a spoon. Okay, we definitely, I think we need to be at 22. Yeah, I think it's right. Keep the drag where it is. Now this was really popular in Slovakia. So let's see what these guys, if they have any interest in here as well. Now I do see some bass species over there. Can't tell if that's smallmouth or large. It definitely looks like a struggling fish though, doesn't it? Looks like it's a fish with a limp. But you can't do this on Ultimate Fishing Simulator. You cannot spin around and look at it from all angles and get an idea what might be going for your bait or lure. I'm not giving up on this one though if nothing bites. Might go down to a different area. I really want to take a look at this place because I think they have made some changes since I was here last. I'm going to let this drop down a little bit because I really believe that it's just going so fast that it's going up near the surface and it's not getting a chance to get down where the fish are and they can see it. Well, alright, well, let's go ahead and put that away. If you want to put a rod away, just hit the same button that you used to retrieve it. Like that was 5. Just hit twice, and you've got it put away. Well, at least I did for a moment. For some reason I pulled it back out. Alright, we have gone all the way over here. Now I do not remember this area to this detail. So how do I get here? This actually looks isolated to me, so maybe this is a new spawn point? Maybe on the opposite shore? Okay, we can make it over here. Yeah, I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's see where we head out here. Yeah, it is, because it used to be a dead-ended right here. You could not go any further. So this is spawn point 6. I was way over here just now on Snake River. We're getting ready to head over to spawn point 5, and that used to be where you would pop in, was 5. But they have added a lot more detail to this. Much better, much greater detail. And yeah, here's another dock. Yeah, this is really looking cool, guys. They have really improved the look of this. They just keep making it better. I even remember that. What is that structure? Okay, there's the wall. Now that was there. And this was sorta ish here, but not quite like this. See, that wall was, no, that wall was not there. Because see, now it's nice and open. There's that little building structure there. Now we're getting to the windmill, which used to be, or the grain mill. God, they have changed this completely. I like what they've done. Yeah, they've opened all this up, and there's now a new area over here altogether, too. Damn. I am so impressed. You couldn't even get over here this far. So this basically opens up a whole new area for you to fish. So we're at the back of the mill. Now I did catch fish quite frequently on the mill, or near the mill, and it used to be, like I said, there was a big wall that completely blocked that right there. Now it's just a small fence, that's all that's left. Huh, I wonder if they've changed Slovakia as well. Would not be surprised. They just keep making improvements. I really like. Yeah, this was here, but it seems like they've given it a little more detail yet again, and it was not across from the mill. It was further forward, I think. Let's take a look, make sure that's the case. Unless there was a parking lot. I remember that. That dock was not there at all. Okay. Yeah, remember the bridge with the graffiti. I wonder if you can go further this way, because it used to be you had to stop right here and could go no further. That may still be the case. Yeah, I think that's still the case. You can go a little farther, not much. Very interesting, I must say. They have made some major improvements. Well, let's get out our little Soos thing. There's our duck. Let's cast it over there and see if anything might be the least. Well, I got hooked on the damn thing again. And we may have to hit Q. Unless it drops off. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, I can't. If I remember correctly, there was more bass along here, so this might not be all that enticing for anything here, but we'll see. Since I just got over here, I'm sure some things are just spawning in. Yeah, tell me, were there northern pike here originally, and then they took them away and added like the redfin? I'm not 100% certain, but I think that might have been the case. That's going to be a problem. Just barely need to cast that son of a gun. Still got hooked on, I think. No, I think it did get in the water. Okay. Okay, we're getting all kinds of spawning going on there. Look at that. Seals bubbles, that's fish spawning in. As I said in previous episodes, that means we have got potential interest. This may actually be too big for them. I don't know. We'll see. This is a fairly big lure. Nope. There you go. We got us a nice rainbow trout. He's not a slouch. He is definitely big enough to take that down. So, let's see where he is here, guys. We may need to set our drag up a little bit because it doesn't seem like he is. He's actually taking it out, I believe. Yeah, let's bump up our drag a little bit here because he is not hurting us. Yeah, before I think the most I could give was a 1 star. Now that is a decent fish. Now he's a 1 star. 16.74, 13.55. Not sure how big they come here. That definitely accomplished something though. Let's see here. Any fish of any species weigh a total of 8. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to get carp here or eyed here. We're going to have to go someplace else for that. So I guess in order to complete these quests, you kind of have to hop between the fisheries. That's not a duck. What is that? It was a duck originally, but what is that? Somebody knows waterfowl. Let me know what that is. I do not know all my waterfowl. Dulakaba could tell me if he was here, but not a bird specialist. Closest I get to knowing my birds would be dinosaurs. Do know my dinosaurs. And there's another one. So this is a hit for these guys. And this guy is not a little fish. Come on. Come on. Yeah, we got a lot of spawning here. Alright, let's see how big this fella is. Ooh, wow. He's a 2-star. New personal record. I'll be damned. I caught him here. Did not catch him anywhere else. I caught him here. Rainbow trout. 18.31 pounds. See what I mean? It's not always bad to come back. You think, well, I'm done with that. I'm fishing for bigger stuff. No, you can still come back and have a really good time and catch some decent fish. He is good size, I will give you that. He is definitely good size. What else can we give a try here, guys? We already know that the Sockeye go for the special candy cane. Because they've Rainbow Trout go for the Sakura Suskus Blade 45S. We've got others here that look... I don't think I've ever tried the topwater lures here. And we've also got these Dynastics and just all kinds of cool stuff we can try. Okay, I tell you what, let's do a topwater lure this time. Of course, since it is a topwater lure, we're not going to be able to see much when we do the camera view, but we cast it out that way. We don't have to worry about it going too far on land. I don't remember. I think the speed is a little bit too much. Let's take it down to 18. See that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, each of these lures has a preferred speed. You just kind of got to play around with them and see what is the best. Takes a little bit of practice on that. Now this thing's hot in Slovakia, so and it actually did fairly well in Kiel Canal, so kind of interested to see if anything goes for it here. That perch is kind of looking interested. Not quite sure if he's going to go for it or not. Again, like I said, since it is from the top, it's kind of hard to see. The fish is good, but there are plenty down there. Any one of them could go for it. Even the bass. Looks like that's a great big log there. Got some kind of pickerel down there. There we go. I'll be damned. What is that? It is another rainbow trout. 1 star. Yeah, he doesn't have as much coloration. I think that's a female. The males are much more brightly colored. Uh-oh, got a bit of a lag there, guys. Sorry about that. Every now and then that seems to happen. But it cast alright, so we might still be alright. I am interested in trying some of these lures just to see, though. But right there, there's a drop-off. You can see it clearly from up here. I think it goes down to like maybe 5 or 6 feet, where prior to that it's like maybe 2 feet. The water is a lot clearer here than some of the other areas. You can really see down into it, so if something's chasing it, you can clearly see it going for it. So I hope that doesn't interfere with our... It's not so far. Ooh, bit of lag there. There's our bird, whatever that bird is. Yeah, I'm almost certain they were just regular ducks before, and now they're some other kind of waterfowl. Not sure we're going to get anything interested this time, but make sure you bring it all the way in, because sometimes these guys will be, get latecomers that'll come up and just snag it at the last minute. Alright. Well, that's the Sakura Gemma bug. So we at least did get a bite off of that. What else could we try? We've got the Robinson Trophy. That's a good one. A real good one for a variety of trout species. So we are going to use that. I think I did test that here, and I think it did really well. Whew, nice cast. The thing is, I think I might be under the log. Alright, so... Okay, 18 seems to be fairly good speed for this. A lot of spawning. See it over there on the left? This might also get the attention of some of these largemouth bass. So far, the lures I've been using, they have not been interested in the least. So, and I have seen them, so they're here. I'm going to let that drop down a little bit. I think that's a smallmouth bass just below us right there. But we've got us another rainbow trout. Damn, the rainbows are really going for this heavily. Whoa. Damn, dude, you are strong. This is the best fighter so far. Okay, we're gonna need to do a little bit more. There we go. Come on. You are worthy. See just how worthy you are. 1 star. Just a really tough fighter, I guess. It is a female again. Well, let's see what's across here. We may have to do a different kind of cast for this. This is probably going to go to the other side and get caught. Yeah. If that happens, just reel it in a tiny bit, hit Q. You can always try it again. But instead, try lobbing it in. It might work better. I don't know how much distance I'm going to get, though. There's a lot of fish between here and there, so something might get... Yeah, probably not. I need to cast it a little bit farther. I just have to really watch how I cast. Watch out. Duck-like creature there. Alright, it went in. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Lots and lots of bubbles. Oh, I want that sockeye so bad. I want that sockeye salmon so bad. Yeah. Not getting as much off of that now, which is kind of interesting. I tell you what though, let's try one of these here. This one, always very popular. We know there's a sockeye in there. I really want that sockeye, really, really bad. Now this, I'm going to have to slow the speed down, probably to 14 or 12, something like that. See how it spins and it's so brightly colored? I might even take it down to 10. Let's see if it still stays green. Yes, it does. Which is good, because it's... There we go. Okay. We got us a little... I assume bluegill, looks like. I'm not sure if I've caught a bluegill out of here yet. I know I've caught pumpkin seed, but I'm not sure if I caught a bluegill. Yeah, it is a bluegill. Little fella. Now over in Kiel Canal, that's what the eels were going for. And the garfish struck me as really strange, because I knew that the sunfish went for it, but it never struck me that they would go for that. Let me take the speed up just a little bit here. We're kind of dragging the bottom there. Ooh, there you go. Definitely getting some action from the smaller species here. I think this is a redfin, maybe? Nope, it's grass. A little grass pickerel. Yeah, we'll just let him go. The only reason I kept the bluegill is I think I'm going to put him in my fish tank. I think he'd make a nice addition to the fish tank. Yeah, it seems to me like these species, the small ones, they just can't resist this thing. It is like seriously enticing for them. The way it spins, it has got some action to it, I'll tell you that. Okay, I'm going to take the speed down a little bit. Since it's staying green at 10%, if it starts going too high, then I can just drop it down, keep it in the center of the water table there. And I think we got us a bullhead there. Yeah, we do. Little bullhead. There you go. Little brown bullhead. We'll let him go too. Well, let me take a look at the map here. And we're over here all the way under the old bridge. Here's the parking lot. I'm going to come back over here to number 4. Right at the bend of Snake River. And I was told that the biggest of the trout were right here. See, I thought it was down on the other end, but they said it was at the bend of Snake River. They were really getting them. You can see all that brush and stuff over there. That's where he was throwing it, and he was pulling them. He said right there and right where that tree bends over is another good spot. Let's try this lure real quick and see what we get. I think I threw that way too hard. We're going to hit the other side. Yep. Damn it. And if we can't get it to fall into the water, we'll just... Okay, it went in. There we go. Let's let it go to the bottom. Turn it to 14%. And then start reeling in. Like I said, if it starts to get too close to the surface, we'll take it down to 10%. I'm going to try to keep it in the center where everything can lay eyes on it. It's not spinning around like it was though. There we go. Got us a decent little perch. Ooh, he's a feisty little guy. He's just a 1-star. We'll let him go to, well, I don't know, 244? Sorry, dude. Not bad for a little fellow like you, honestly. Alright, that was a much better cast. Alright, we're gonna... try this one more time, and I think I'm gonna switch over to something completely different. I've got some other lures here that look like minnows and such. See what they attract, if anything. If nothing, then we'll move on to something else. Yeah, I'm really getting some spins out of it, but it needs to go down to about 10% because we're getting too close to the surface. There we go. There we go. Is that a coho salmon? No, it's a sockeye. It's a female. It's a small female. Yeah. See, the reason it's the female is even though she's got a little bit of the coloration, she doesn't have that beak. The males have a distinct beak. And I think the females tend to come larger than the males. The males are more colorful, and they have that darn beak. I think they also have a hump too, but I'll have to check one. If I can catch one, we'll find out for sure. But it's good to know that the sockeye went for that. And yeah, nope, that is a bass. That is a bass. Can't tell if it's a largemouth though. Think it might be though, guys. His coloration's a little bit too mottled, but he's very small, so yeah, it's a smallmouth. I'm sorry. A little easier to tell with the bigger ones. Good to see though that they went for it. Oh, sure, I overthrew there again. Yeah, it's very hard not to keep going. This is a lot of fun. And each time you get something a little bit different. Yeah, there's a lot of good diversity of species in this particular waterway. It's great for starting out. A lot of them are kind of big when you first start out, though. There we go. That's another female, but it is another sockeye, which is awesome. Yeah, the females almost look like coho salmon to me. Not a real big one, but we'll take her. 1308. That's a lot of cash for such a little fish. Well, since we're getting so many of them here, let's try something a little different here. Let's try a new lure. One we have not tried before. Now, I think this Sakura Dynastic 95F. Now, it was popular with the Atlantic salmon. It was also popular with the sea trout. Let's see if the sockeye like it. Well, there's no such thing as tree salmon, so we're going to have to... This is a topwater lure, I forgot about that, so we're going to need to take the speed up. Let's see, 18? Yeah. So this is the same as the bug. Now the water's very, very deep here, guys, so you may or may not see the fish come after it, if it comes after it at all. I'm seeing some fish down there, but I think all I saw was a perch. Now, a good rule of thumb for testing different lures, guys, what you need to do is you need to cast in the same location, try casting it and reeling it in at least 3 times. If nothing bites, then fan out a little bit. And this you got to do when you have your own time. I'm not going to record that because we would have 55, 60 minutes of recording. But if nothing bites after anywhere from 3 to 5 times of doing that, then try a different lure. Just may not be a fish in here that's interested in whatever that is, or maybe it's too big for them. I'm going to cast it right where I had it before without hopefully overcasting. Okay, nope, still cast a little too hard. Alright. Nothing seemed to be going for that at all, and that's okay. We can try something else. See, that was... Here's another one I've been wanting to try. I don't know if this is one that goes underwater or not, though. I think it is. I think this might be like a minnow. Don't need to cast it very hard. Perfect. Yes, it is a diving minnow, so that's good. 22 seems to be just right where it needs to be. It seems to be staying right about 5 feet, so it's like a crankbait. Yep, 4.9 feet, and there we go. Rainbow trout went right for it. See, if it's going to go for it in this particular game, they usually do it right away. They usually don't screw around. They did not go for the Dynastics at all. Rainbow trout, they're not very fussy. That's why I'm trying to come up word-wise. They're not too fussy about what they go after, and if they're going to go for it, they're going to go for it. That's not a bad one either. Right now, I really need money, so I'm kind of hanging on to the money because I want to get some better gear. Because I'm getting close to getting to another waterway, and I'm going to need really large gear here fairly soon. I like this because I don't have to really, fiddle with it much because I know it's going to be dive down to 5 feet and stay there. So couldn't tell you where the location was though because everything has changed so much. Okay, nothing went for that one. So let's head over to the shop here, guys. Well, okay, there we go. Let's see what kind of lures we have available to us that might be interesting to try here. Let's see. We got spoons, which the Sooscoos should be in part of, but I don't see them in there. They separate them out. We are going to go to crankbaits. They put them in crankbaits. That's weird. The other one put them in spoons. Okay, so we technically did not have a crankbait there, but we do have some here that we can try. Yeah, that's a fairly good size lure. Now this one's that's a crankbait. It's fairly small, 13 grams. It's not like this one. I want to try it. I have a good feeling that these bass might go for this. again, gotta watch how we cast it. Still got hooked on the ground. Okay, this is a crankbait, so that should get to a certain depth and balance out. Yeah, guys, I think we are going to change. So far the secure Dynastick did not work very well. The Robinson Aspects 70mm, 13 grams, did not go very well. Robinson Martine, the Rainbow Trout, did go for it. The only thing that did that so far. Robinson Trophy, also the Rainbow Trout, did really well with that. Just about everything went for this classic twist. Everything. The Candy Cane, Rainbow Trout yet again. And no, wasn't a Rainbow Trout. I'm sorry, it was a Sockeye Salmon. Haven't tried these twisters. Kind of interested to see. And this Barba Grub Rigged is another one that we might give a try here. This just looks like a bass would go for it. I'm sorry, it just looks like a bass would go, oh yes, I gotta have that. Okay, I think we need to take our speed down. Probably to 14 or 10%. Now, Kiel Canal, I didn't get a lot of activity on this. Kind of hoping maybe it's going to be different here. There we go. Boom! Sockeye. Yes. Alright. That looks like a male. They don't really have the beaks like they're supposed to. Fishing Planet really shows it off. These are small ones too. Yeah, usually, like I said, if you don't get anything biting on it right away, you probably won't. Come on, you know you want it, you little... I'll be damned, Sockeye really like this. That is a nice discovery, guys. So the UFA twisters are real popular with these Sockeyes. And that looks like he might have more of a beak. We'll get a better look at... Yeah, he's got an actual beak. And he's actually a decent sized one, too. Yeah, see the beak? There, he has the beak. Okay, this is a male. And he's a 2-star. That is a male. Very, very nice. It's about time. 2167. Yeah, he's a nice, good representative. He's a nice, good representation of the species there. I hate the fact that that keeps going back behind there. But eventually you get in there where you can see. We are definitely keeping him. So we already know that that one's a good choice. We do have other colors. That's the red and black. Here's one that's blue and red. Is it going to attract the same attention? We'll find out. Something simple as color can make all the difference in the world, too. I've had some of these lures just so popular that it doesn't even have time to reach the bottom or something snatches it up. There you go, Rainbow Trout. Well, it didn't do as well in the Kiel Canal, but it's really rocking it here. And that was on each retrieve. I think I have one more color that we could try. Or let me see if I have anything different here, guys. God, I have a lot that I can do. So little time to do it in, unfortunately. This is another good one. I don't know if it would do well here, but don't really have time. We've already saw that the twisters of 2 colors worked. I've been wanting to try this one. I tried it 2 different places and never got a response. Just want to see if this Sakura Barbagrub rigged does anything with any of these species. Ooh. So it is a floater. And if you reel it in, it goes down to how far? Does it go all the way to the bottom? Okay, we need to definitely speed it up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, see, it's a diver. It's a diving lure. Okay. It's a little different. Alright guys, we tried that 3 times. Nothing. No interest in it whatsoever. That has held true up till now. I don't know what goes for this, but it doesn't tell you really. Guess you just gotta try different things and see what is interested in what. But we're gonna try another one of these twisters. This one's kind of like a golden one. So far these have been really hot with the Sockeyes and the Sockeyes and the rainbows. We definitely need to take that speed down. You can kind of see why. Look at the back of it, how it just spins like that. That is like really, really enticing for the fish. Lots of good movement. This is the first one I've done here that's single colored. The other 2 were bicolored. You know, it was like a blue and a red, and then a red and a black. There's a few bass over there. I don't know if they're interested. They don't seem to be, but alright, that's the first one of those that I've tried that has not been successful. We could try it down this way and see if it does anything. But I think that's going to have to be our last cast because we are way over time, as I usually end up doing. Anytime I go fishing with you guys, I just cannot stop fishing. It's like, let's try this, let's try that, let's try this. Oh wow, so it went for that. Let's try this now. We're discovering this together, guys. Yeah, I'm sure some of you have wondered if I've put any fish in my trophy lodge yet. I guess I can call it that, my residence. No, I have not. I have got some fish in the tank. Looks like got rainbow going for it. But yeah, I have got fish in my tank, but I have not put any trophies because I have yet to get anything better than 3 stars. When I get a 4-star, I will put one in there. 5-star for certain, but it's going to have to be much better than 2 or 3. This is a decent rainbow, honest to God. So I apparently needed to cast downstream a little bit. Let's see what this guy looks like. He's not bad. 7.25. He's a star at least. We'll keep him. I think that is a good fishing day. I think what we're going to do next time, guys, I'm going to bring the float rods, which I've got quite a few of them honestly set up. And we're going to do a little bit of float fishing over here and see what the fish go for in regards to that. I think we're going to probably do better with the bass if we use the float fishing. The bass here will go for those twisters. The ones that are like this, they will go for those without a doubt. But I was trying to stay away from them because I already know those work here. Same with these ass spoons, this Robinson Fighter, this Robinson Sonic Spinner. All of those I've used here. They're all very successful, but we've done that. I want to try to do new stuff if I can. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please be sure to share, comment, like, subscribe, and I will be back with another episode of Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2, and I will continue doing episodes of Ultimate Fishing Simulator, because I definitely discovered how different they are, and they're still supporting the other one. They're still putting DLCs out. I just did a new one a couple of episodes ago of Topo Lake. That was a recent DLC that just came out, I think, a few weeks ago. But yeah, it's still good. Everything about it is still really good. You still have ice fishing. Everything is still perfect for that game as well. You can watch both or play both. But anyway, guys, like I said, I will see you later. Bye-bye.